Taurus energy, the Taurus field. This is the oblate spheroid, I think, the Taurus field. Or more likely two Taurus fields. And a third dielectric plane. I mean, I don't claim to be some wizard on this stuff, but there's definitely something to the electromagnetic universe ideas and the ether. Right, hello you. It's been a few days since my last I wanted to say confession, but I come to enjoy the opportunity to share ideas, and as I've said before, I want to do that more in the same room as people. Truth Talks will do more in 2019, and we will have more opportunities to get together. And so too on this platform. I hope. It seems that the events in Christchurch in the last day or two are significant, and insignificant in terms of free speech, or what's left of the speech mechanisms we have now. If I'm going to talk on the events that happened in Christchurch, it's important to say I don't know whether or not people are dead or died. I will accept that people have died. I won't belabor the point of that, because it's just such a sensitive area. And either way, in these situations, people sometimes do die simply because they happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time when this event was going down. And sometimes the perpetrators are somehow believing they are legitimate freedom fighters, or whatever freedom they're fighting for, who knows, but we'll get into that. And then, there are events sometimes that are put on, staged, and, it's much easier to have no one get really hurt, no one die, to have no one's parents demanding answers of a government that has staged an event in order to create a public perception. A perception that is becoming so peaked. Across the plain, you've got people, coming to loggerheads with their neighbors and with the state over the nature of things, over the nature of the way that people perceive things and perceive each other. So, without wanting to talk too much about the specifics of the event in Christchurch, and if people died, I'm really sorry for the families in those events. It's really a tragedy. So, that being said, I think we have to recognize the incredible potential that an event like this has for the government to change the rules on a variety of things. And aside from that, there's the perception that the people around, whether it be on the color spectrum, on the religion spectrum, and then in the sort of conspiracy theory kind of arena itself, all of that is under sort of more scrutiny, more attack. Social media, Sandra's sitting there, she'll probably join me today. Social media, that those platforms are being super tuned to maximize the division that these events create. Created division is what it's, but so much of how this game is played against us. Hey, I see there's one or two people in the chat. I can't read I will get my glasses just now. My eyesight is a little embarrassing. Not embarrassing, just anyway. I don't want to kind of pay too much attention to that. This is the only medium I have. I can't record this stuff. I don't have the capacity to film and record and all that really. So I just do it all live, and then that way, yeah, I can get it all set. Thank you, honey. We noticed a few comments or a few things that were said in one or two news articles that we read on the subject of the Christchurch attack or the attacker, and it really targets
certain narratives.
Yeah, certain ideas, certain narratives, certain groups, and certain ways of thinking. And for the vast majority of folks out there, they will be taking this as an absolutely real and a horrendous event, and an attack by an extremist, but an extremist who has kind of some justification and cause for his anger and so on. Now, I took a little bit of time to read a dozen pages of the attacker's manifesto. I could give you a little summary of it. I think that, okay, no, I won't go into too much of that right now. But I think that it plays into the kind of the Tommy Robinson mindset that I see here in the UK, and maybe it's the Trump mindset in the US. I'm not sure how to characterize it there, but in the UK, there's this increasing resentment amongst so-called original British, white, talking about white European English people. There's this growing kind of resentment, and this kind of looking to is very much been inflated by the system and been put into various situations, including another so-called attack in Westminster a year or two ago, where he just happened to be right onto the scene when it went down, and a few other sort of things that make me think this guy is being fluffed up to provide the kind of I wouldn't say Nazi, but like right-wing kind of, not skinhead, just average white dude who feels like his lot has been completely screwed over. I think I lost my feed. It's kind of, sometimes the audio runs and the video doesn't, so I'll keep talking. Let me just read the comments quickly. Hey Tommy, how you going? Hi Drew. And Ali's findings. Hi. Don't buy that Christchurch, bro. Okay, I'm glad you're saying it. 49 dead, 13 same as June 12th, 2016. 49 people were killed at Pulse, a Glade nightclub, and that was definitely staged. Pulse, there's video footage of the guys walking away. Oh no, I won't even go there. Yeah, so many symbols and mistakes, and I mean it's meant to be. I guess it's meant to be shown like that. You're still there, dude. Okay, cool. I don't know if I've lost my. It's still. Have you? Can you hear me? Give me a 1 if you can hear me. Because my video is not working right now. I could always drop out and come back in again. Yeah. The dude with military training, where did he get all those weapons without the authorities knowing it? Yeah, there's no guns. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, okay, well, I guess I'm being a little bit kind of cautious about what I say because I know they're going to target. Okay, I'll keep talking to you. How are you doing, bro? I know that they're targeting, you know, people who come out and say certain stuff.
Well, this is the thing. I don't think we need to say certain stuff. I think we just need to look for some of the messages in it. And some of the things I read was the word conspiracy theorist came up in one of the articles, which obviously then makes people think all conspiracy theorists are a bit like they say all autistic all autistic young men are going to, you know, are isolated and are going to, you know, end up doing a what was that American thing?